boys and girls. Officer Keo's here. That means it's bike rodeo time. Bike rodeo is going to be next Tuesday, and there's a few things you need to know to have your bike ready for the bike rodeo. The bike rodeo has two parts. The first part's a bike inspection. It's worth 100 points. The second part is an obstacle course, and that's worth 100 points. You have the opportunity of scoring 200 points at the bike rodeo. We're going to start with that inspection. You're going to bring your bike to me, and I'm going to inspect it free of charge. I don't ask for anything in return, guys, except for a smile. And a smile is a requirement at this portion of the bike rodeo. I'm going to check every part of your bike, but I'm looking for 4 very important pieces of safety equipment. First thing I'm looking for is a headlight. That must be a light that you can turn on and turn off. That white reflector on the front of your bike, it's not a headlight. You can attach a flashlight to your handlebars as long as you do so with a metal clamp. That will be fine. Second thing I'm looking for is a horn or a bell. Now this is where Officer Keo has a great sense of imagination, and I just love to see the types of things you guys can come up with. So if you bring me a noise making device, not your mouth, we all have one of those, I'm going to give you credit. I see everything from whistles, cowbells, sometimes around Christmas I even see jingle bells. Just bring a noise making device. Third thing I'm looking for is a red reflector on the back of your bike. This comes standard on all bikes. It's usually under the seat. It just has to be red and facing the back. Finally, guys, I'm looking for a chain guard. A chain guard is a piece of plastic or a piece of metal. It covers your chain and your sprocket. This keeps your shoelaces and pant legs from getting caught up, maybe causing you to have an accident. If you have a larger bike with gears, sometimes it doesn't have the traditional elongated chain guard. Sometimes there's just a ring around the sprocket. That's fine. That's a chain guard. You're going to get credit. Now, I know someone out there's thinking, but Officer Keo, I don't have all that stuff on my bike. Guys, if you're missing 1 or 2 of those things, it's okay. You can still compete in the bike rodeo. You see, what I want to see more than anything else is a helmet on everybody's head. And guys, this is where I get really serious. You see, this helmet can only protect your head if it's on your head. It certainly cannot protect your head if you leave it in the garage, leave it in your closet, or what drives me crazy, I see kids riding their bikes and it's on their handlebars. It's only going to protect you if you're wearing it, guys. Now this helmet's not just for the bike rodeo, it's for any time you get on your bike, skateboard, or scooter. Now it's going to happen, somebody's going to show up without a helmet, and if you do, I'm going to ask you why. Usually goes something like this. Hey Johnny, where's your helmet? Aw, Officer Keo, I forgot it. And you guys, you like to blame your parents a lot. Mom forgot it, Dad forgot it. I've even heard that the dog ate it. I understand that because I've got 2 big labs in my backyard. And if I was to leave this in the backyard, they'd eat it. But I think that helmets are so important. And everybody who shows up with a helmet on their head, I'm going to give you 10 bonus points on the bike inspection. That means you could be missing both your light and your bell. They're only worth 5 points apiece. As long as you have a helmet, you're still going to get 100. Last but not least, guys, I don't care if you're going on a 20-mile bike ride or 2 doors down to your friend's house. When you get on a bike, put a helmet on your head. After I inspect your bike, we're going to start the obstacle course. The obstacle course is painted on the blacktop out back, and it consists of 4 obstacles. The first obstacle is a balance test. Here you have 2 lines that are 3 feet apart, 75 feet long. The object is to go as slow as possible between those lines without putting your foot down. Your goal is to last for 30 seconds because 30 seconds gives you the maximum amount of points, which are 40 points. However, every time you put your foot down, every time your tire hits a line, you lose 10 points. Just go as slow as you can. If you feel like you're going to lose your balance, speed up a little bit, you'll get a better score. Second test is a steering test. 2 lines, 8 inches apart, 30 feet long. All you have to do is ride down the center of that line. I know you're thinking that's easy, but that's actually the hardest part of the whole bike rodeo. It's even hard for Officer Keo, but I learned a trick. The trick is to back up 8 or 10 feet, pedal as fast as you can. Once you get to the line, stop pedaling. Coast down that line, it'll make you go nice and straight. Third test is a figure 8. You're going to find a small 8 with a bigger 8 on the outside. It makes a 2-foot path. You're just going to take your bike, ride around the 8 one time, without hitting the lines, without putting your foot down. Finally, we're going to have a maneuver test. I'm going to put out 8 cones, 6 feet apart, and you get to zigzag in and out of the cones. If you hit a cone, skip a cone, or put your foot down, you lose some points. But if any time during the bike rodeo you happen to fall off your bike, I want you to pop right back up and keep going. because I know we don't have any quitters out there at Steuben Ranch. All right, guys, time for homework. I want you to go home today. Get a piece of tape, write your name on it, put it on your bike. Get another piece of tape, write your name on that, put it on your helmet. I guarantee 2 or 3 of you will have bikes that look exactly alike. We don't want to have any confusion on Bike Rodeo Day. While you're labeling your bikes and helmets, check your tires to make sure they have air in them. If they do not have air in them, put air in them. Don't wait until Monday night to realize you have a flat tire. It's going to be too late. Okay, I'm going to go over all the questions I get real quick. It's easy. First question I always get at the Bike Rodeo Assembly. Can I bring my scooter to the Bike Rodeo? No, no scooters, no skateboards, no motorcycles. You can have training wheels. Just understand, if you have training wheels, that gives you a huge advantage over the kids that do not. So I take away a few points at the inspection. So if you can ride with 2 wheels, you get a better score. Other questions I get. Knee pads and elbow pads are optional. You can wear them if you'd like. You do not have to. There are no bonus points. Pegs. If your bike has pegs, that's okay. If you do not know what pegs are, your bike doesn't have it, don't worry about it. But what about sharing bikes? Does Officer Keogh allow people to share bikes? No. You can share bikes with your sibling. That means your brother or sister. Sometimes moms and dads have 3 or 4 kids and they can't bring 3 or 4 bikes. I understand that. But I don't want you to share with your friends, because if you happen to fall off their bike and scratch it up, their parents are going to get mad at me. Even if worse, if you fall down and get hurt, your parents are going to get mad at me. So no sharing bikes. Same goes with helmets. It's very important to have your own. All right, guys, the Bike Rodeo is next Tuesday. You can come out after school and practice. This is a big school, and there'll be a lot of students practicing. So if you can't get into the course, or there's too many students practicing, know that you can go to any elementary school in the Northeast Independent School District. They all have the exact same course painted on them, including Longs Creek that's right down the road. You can get all the practice time you want, because I want you all to do really well. All right, guys, if I missed any questions, don't worry. I know for a fact that the teachers here at Steuben Ranch are the smartest people in the entire world, and they can answer any questions you might have. But if they cannot, you will see me before the Bike Rodeo begins, and you can ask me anything you want, whether it's about being a police officer or anything else about the Bike Rodeo. Guys, have a great week. Don't forget to label your bikes and helmets. Don't forget to check your tires for air, but most of all, don't forget to be on your best behavior. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Tuesday.